Perth Wildcats in town. General Manager Danny Mills, nice enough to join me. You've been to a few summer leagues. This is pretty hectic right now.
It is. It seems every year it just continues to grow. A lot of fans. Obviously, the NBA is a marketing machine, which is awesome, but it does become a bit more challenging when you're just trying to sit down and watch games and evaluate players and talk to agents, but it's all fun.
Yeah. Speaking of games, just announced recently the G League Night Showcase coming up. Exciting time for the club.
Incredibly exciting. We're very fortunate to be invited to that. Very excited. Planning's in place, and for our guys to get a chance to come over here and play against a team like the Ignite in this sort of a setting is just awesome for our pre-season.
Big week ahead. There's a lot of talent here on the showcase. We'll talk about Keanu Pinder, your star signing coming up. What kind of player are you looking for? A couple of players, roster spots to fill over the next few weeks?
Yeah, we've got two roster spots to fill. We need some front court to strengthen the front court. Obviously, we've got Keanu there, so looking at players in those positions. Obviously, excited to see him play here over the next week. And then obviously, we've got John on the Knicks staff, which has been an awesome experience for him as well.
What kind of type of players, obviously, that wing spot and the front court to try and fill? You know, you've got Bryce Cotton, you've got Keanu Pinder, and a great rest of the core. It's a good two-headed duo to start with. What kind of players are going to complement them the best?
Yeah, I mean, obviously for us, I think everyone's looking for two-way guys who can play both ends of the court. They're coveted. Need shooting. Everyone needs space. Obviously, with a guy like Keanu in the middle, you want him to roll into space and play out of a two-man game with Bryce and with our other guys that we're bringing in. So that's kind of what we're focusing on. There's just so many names. You know, you're constantly going through lists. It's a yearly process, but it obviously narrows down here at Summer League when guys have to make decisions on where they're going next season. So it's exciting, but there's a lot of work to be done.
We're recording this right before KP tips off for his first game for the Phoenix Suns, so we'll touch on him in a few days' time and maybe catch up with JR. But Alex Sarr just played in under-19 Worlds. Exciting talent. What are Perth Wildcat fans going to see in him when he touches down?
Very exciting. We got to see him at the 19s. I think you're going to see a 7'1" phenom that has a 7'5" wingspan, defensive presence. Guy that can alter shots at the rim, rebounds the ball, and then offensively, I think he's a work in progress. Like he's versatile. He can step out, hit corner threes. He's comfortable on the perimeter, and then we're just going to have to, I think the biggest adjustment will be the physicality of the NBL. And once he gets through that, I think, the world's his oyster. I mean, he's clearly going to be an NBA player down the road, and we're excited to be a part of his process of getting him to the NBA draft next year.
That's one NBA player, future NBA player we'll chat about. Another one that name is getting even louder, especially after the recent NBA Academy games. Ben Henshall got him locked in. Looked really good over the last couple of days.
Yeah, I was fortunate to be in Atlanta for 2 days. Got to see Ben live. Unbelievable. And a few of the other Australian prospects there. The way they played, but just they stood out in there. And Ben's obviously over the last year and a half, 2 years, the way he's evolved his game, playing on the ball at the COE, but able to shoot off the dribble, get downhill, attack the rim, and then defensively, we think things are going to have a chance to play right away. He's going to compete for minutes, and to have a prospect like that locked in, along with like Alex Sarr and Dante Rosso-Nance and the David Aquarias, we're really excited about that young core coming through.
We're excited to see the group you've put together and what you have coming up. We'll chat to you in a couple of days, see how that roster's looking.
Sounds good. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, mate.